friends, what's going on? How are you guys this evening? There's three things I want to talk about in this short video that has to do with Boost Mobile. So everything that I'm talking about right now in this video has to do with Boost Mobile, and it's the reason why I waited is to get all this information together for one video. So as most of you guys might know, Boost Mobile has some new plans now, basically. I'm not going to get into the spiel of it because you guys can go to boostmobile.com and check out their new price plans. But just in a nutshell, what they are, basically, it's like the reverse of the shrinkage plan. So the idea of this is that if you make, every 3 on-time payments that you make to Boost Mobile, they will give you an additional 500 megabytes of data. So in the span of 18 months, you can increase your data pool up to 3 gigabytes. After you get the 3 gigabytes, you're cut off. Any more on-time payments are not going to increase it by 500 more. So 3 gigabytes is the cutoff after 18 months straight of on-time payments. So you cannot be late on your Boost Mobile payment. It's got to be there on time every time. So yeah, you can increase it. And on top of that, their premium plan, which is the $60 plan, is unlimited 4G LTE, no data throttle. So that tells me that Sprint's network is built out very well, since they're now going to take on the capacity of their subscribers. Basically congesting the network using 4G LTE signal means that their signal is probably built out pretty well right now as they're continuing to expand their network. So that sounds like a great deal. The only thing that I'm afraid of is that those people who accepted the 2 gigs of data for life, that promo they did with the short code text, you might lose that if you switch to the new plans. So before you switch your plans, check with call into Boost Mobile Care and talk to a rep about it and make sure, because I don't want to say that you can keep your 2 gigs for life, or if you lose them, they gotta answer it. And yeah. So moving on from that, Boost Mobile also has a promo that is running from October 1st all the way until January 3rd, and this sale basically has to do with in-store and new ported number service. So most of the devices offered by Boost Mobile right now, those prices will remain the same on their website. But for example, the ZTE Warp Elite, if you go in-store and get that as a current customer upgrade, so you have to have a Boost Mobile line, you can get $100 off just for purchasing that device in-store at a Boost Mobile store. And if you're with like Cricket or Metro PCS and you port your number over, even if you're with AT&T or Verizon, you bring your number over to Boost Mobile, as long as it's not, with Sprint, then you can get the ZTE Warp Elite for $29.99. So that's like $150 off just for porting your number over. So that's actually pretty good. They have a list of devices. I know the Warp Elite's one of my favorite ones that I like. I'm actually going to try to pick that up next week, sometime next week, and unbox it, and it'll be my daily driver phone. But also the LG G Stylo, which goes for $199.99. If you're a current Boost Mobile customer and you purchase that device, you can get it for just $99.99. And if you're a new customer porting your number over from a different mobile service provider, you can get it for $49.99. So that's actually pretty awesome. Now, to end this really quick, 2 devices that was talked about, one being the Huawei Union. That device, you guys can find it on boostmobile.com currently right now. It is not a high-end budget device. It's a low-end budget device, but nevertheless, it's still a pretty good device. And Huawei is actually making some good phones lately. Obviously, they are the manufacturers of the Nexus 6P. Of course, they're a Chinese company. But yeah. So I don't know, good budget device. The specs is pretty much decent. 8 gigs of internal storage, 1 gig of RAM, and the price pretty much goes well along with it. The other device that was actually mentioned was the ZTE Prestige. Now, I can't find anything on it just yet. I'm pretty curious to see what it looks like or what it might be. So once I find anything about it, I will let you guys know. But that's pretty much it for Boost Mobile. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up. Leave a comment on your thoughts. Share it with your friends on social network and follow me on mine. My name is Tito with Aloha Android. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome, and have a good night. Bye.